Check it. Check it. Hands up. Hands up. If y'all tune in, retweet this right now. Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to Off the Bounce, episode 22. I'm your host, Sam Cookie. Bets and FA Picks. What's up, boys? How we doing?
Good. Another day. Very excited. Coming in off a huge night last night. Was able to sweep the board for the Off the Bounce best bets. Hoping to do it again today. Hefe, how are you, my friend?
Hey, man. Great day yesterday. Great day of basketball. A lot of great games to go over. And even though there's only 3 games on tonight, all 3 good games, good lines, and I'm excited to talk about it, guys.
Yeah, for sure, man. Before we get started, as always, thank you to Peerwage for sponsoring Off the Bounce, man. If you guys haven't, give him a follow on Twitter. He is the best in the business, guys. We're going to go over a short recap here of yesterday's slate. Unfortunately, I didn't do good against Alpha and Hefe, and I have to
press the button on yourself.
Cluck.
Oh, what is that? No, absolutely not.
What?
You need to really make the noise here. You can't just say cluck. You need to put
I want to hear some pop.
No. You need to cluck. Yeah, you need to get some cackling in that cluck going on. Yes.
All right, is that good? That's better than Hefe's cluck.
Yes, dude.
Right.
Yes.
We got the cluck out of the way, boys. Hope you guys are tuning in. Retweet this freaking video. Let's get the views up, guys. Appreciate everyone tuning in.
Yes.
Let's jump right into a recap yesterday. So I want to talk about this game, the Thunder versus the Pistons. I kind of gave out the Thunders yesterday. I was on the fence. I gave them out as a lean. And Shea Alexander had a great game, 30 points. And the Thunder got a cover and beat them by 11 within 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. That is impressive.
Well, I mean, it came down to the fourth quarter. They outscored the Pistons 42-22 in the fourth quarter. It was a game.
Yep.
They outscored them by 20 in the fourth quarter. And you know what sucks? That Cade Cunningham had his best night as a pro last night. 28 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. But it goes to show you, and I've been saying this, honestly, we all have, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is one of the best point guards in the league. And I will officially sell my pinky toe for him to become a New York Knick.
Oh, here we
I'm putting that out there. This is on camera. Mm-hmm. I will sell it on eBay. Mm-hmm. DM me. Make it happen.
Mm-hmm. I would love to have him on the Knicks. It was a great performance by that team, especially in the fourth quarter. To win any NBA quarter by 20 points, to steal the win on the road is an impressive showing, especially after they lost by 772 last week. Good win for that team. Hopefully they get it back on track. It's better when they're not getting blown out by 600 points a night.
For sure, man. All right, let's jump right into this next recap here. Grizzlies versus the Heat. I think the Grizzlies continue this win streak without Ja. And I look at the stats yesterday, and every single one of the starters scored in double digits, guys. They just are so balanced right now. They're playing as a team, defensively and offensively. Hefe, I know the Heats are your team, and Tyler Hero is your guy. You want to break this one down? What happened here, man? What happened to
Tyler Hero had a good game. 24 points, he did. 11 and 19 shooting. You can't. The reason they lost is exactly what you said. The Memphis Grizzlies are out here playing incredible team basketball. All 5 starters in double digits, 21 apiece for Brooks and Bain. Jaren Jackson, efficient game too. Everybody's stepping up for them. And once again, people, no Ja Morant. This is like that rare situation where your star player goes out and he is such a I need the ball in my hands type of guy that people who never get a chance are getting a chance. I mean, Trey Jones played 32 minutes last night. You know what I mean? They might be able to discover something through all this crap that they're going through. And when Ja gets back, shit, man. I mean, the Grizzlies might be a team to look out for in the West.
For sure. You know, one thing that stuck out to me in this one, guys, has to be that the Grizzlies won every single quarter, but the fourth they tied. They won the first by 9 points. They won the second by 2 points. They won the third by 4 points. So they dominated them the entire game, continuously winning every single quarter. That's a great team performance. Without Ja, it's next man up. So good for that team. Good to see them getting some wins under their belt.
Yes, sir. Let's jump right into the next recap here. The Nuggets versus the Bulls. I had the Nuggets. Hefe and Alpha had the Bulls. I think DeMar DeRozan got ruled out late, and then you guys were not really worried. I was a little worried. I was like, damn, when star players get ruled out, it kind of just flips. But the Nuggets played well first half, but they kind of just died off second half there. The Bulls just finished the game, so it is what it is. We move on here, and I didn't get my
No. One quick thing on this one, though. Yeah. We were in a group chat, all three of us, as we talked throughout the games. And right when DeRozan was ruled out, I remember we were talking about, is this an issue or is it not? And we went over yesterday that the style of play of the Bulls was the reason we were taking this team. They're a fast-paced team, and that's how they win games. Yep. So the Nuggets are not a very fast-paced team, and that's why we went against them. So they stepped up the Bulls. They played the game plan they needed to do, and next man up mentality. They got the win for us. So good performance by the Bulls. It was how we kind of thought it would go, especially after DeRozan went out. I was more confident when they went out because I knew they'd stick to the game plan. So good win for the Bulls. Hefe, what did you take from this one?
Listen, Jokic, not for nothing, triple-double, 17, 15, and 12.
But he had a bad night. He had a bad night.
He just had a bad overall night, and numbers can be misleading, and I understand. And if you watch that game, everybody would understand what you mean. Nuggets had 5 starters, all in double figures. But here's the thing with the Bulls. They got 4 great players, and as long as 3 out of the 4 have good games, they win. Yesterday, they didn't have a fourth. DeRozan was out. But Vucevic puts in 20, Ball puts in 20, LaVine puts in 32. Quick note about Zach LaVine. I thought I was impressed with him last year. This year, he is officially – last year it was like, is he an all-star? This year it's like, okay, is he possibly even an all-star starter? The guy is balling. He's balling out.
He's a baller.
And good for him.
For sure. Don't forget Ayo Dosunmu. Rookie from Illinois coming up, starting yesterday in place of DeRozan. He shot 4 of 6. He didn't overshoot. He was very efficient. He had 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and only 3 turnovers. So he was doing it on both ends of the court, and that's what we mean by next man stepping up. They have guys that are fast-paced guys like Dosunmu, and they can get it done. So impressive win by the Bulls and great performance by Dosunmu.
Who played the most minutes of anybody on the team, by the way?
42 minutes. 42 minutes.
Yes, sir. Good call, boys. Good call. Let's jump right into this next game. I know our guest yesterday, Jazz, lock of the season, I said, or lock of the year here. He had the Hawks. They won against the T-Wolves. Overall, the Hawks played well, man. Offensively, they just outscored the T-Wolves. Yeah, man. You want to break this one down for us, Alpha?
Yeah, it was a good game. Great call by our guest, Sick Picks. He got that one outright. It was +2 he gave us. They won 121, 110. This is another one, guys, where the Hawks won every quarter but the fourth. And the fourth, they had leeway. They brought the bench guys in. They won the first 33-24, the second 28-24, the third 35-30. They dominated from the start. I had the over in this one, guys. That one hit pretty comfortably. So it was a good game for the show. We all seemed to have a good read on it. And Karl Anthony Towns, man, helping us with that over. 31 points, 16 rebounds. Guys playing out of his mind. But the Hawks still get it done and get that elusive road win they've really been struggling to get. Hefe, what did you take out of this game?
You're not going to beat a team when they shoot 51% from three-point range. They made 25 threes last night. You're not going to beat a team who's going to make 25 threes. The only team that would ever have a chance is the Warriors against a team that's making 25 threes. And the Hawks, they obviously know what style of play works for them. They are the high-volume three-point shooters. They are the team that they need to do the run and gun, that old school Phoenix Suns, Mike D'Antoni offense, 12 seconds or less. They want to put up a 3 and they want to have a chance for an offensive rebound. That's literally why they went and got Clint Capella. This is how they win games. When they don't win is when you have bad Trae Young games or when they do the Portland Trailblazers version of basketball, which is just 5 guys on a court that don't talk to each other or play with one another. And we will get to the Portland Trailblazers here in a little
Self-destruction.
bit.
It's self-destruction, man. You watch that team sometimes. Look at the Hawks game last week against the 76ers. They're up 7 points with a minute and a half to go at home. They get the ball off a rebound. Trae Young runs down the court and pulls up from the logo with no time off the shot clock. They get it back. They hit a 3. It's a 4-point game. So whenever they don't self-destruct, don't take stupid shots, and they play to their offense, they 100%. Win the game.
Can I just say one more statistic on this game?
Absolutely.
The Hawks made 40 field goals in that game. 31 of those 40 were assisted. There you go. Yeah, that's how you win a game.
Yep,
absolutely.
Shout out sick picks for that.
Absolutely.
That play there. And Alpha, you've been pretty hot as of late, man. You did pretty well yesterday, and been reading this NBA card pretty well, man. So good job with that.
Let's keep it rolling.
Let's keep it rolling, boys. Let's go into this recap. Spurs versus the Suns. Spurs continue to cover.
Yeah,
it was a close game it was a close game as of late. Alpha, I know you had the Suns money line in a parlay. They got it done. But yeah, man, this Spurs team's been covering, and they're playing well as of late. Didn't get a win, but they got the cover. So, Hefe, I know you had the Spurs as a lean yesterday.
I love this team in large spreads. Greg Popovich will never let his team go without effort. This is the team that even if they're down 15, the starting lineup is in. They must be the last team in clearing the bench statistically. I don't even know if that's a statistic you can conjure up, but you guys know what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
This team is the team that they will never throw in the towel. And I am a humongous DeJounte Murray fan. 17 and 14 last night. Efficient basketball, 7 to 12 shooting. The guy, he's not glitz and glamour. He's not the guy you're going to see in commercials or all over social media. He shows up to work, and he plays good basketball. He is your prototypical San Antonio Spur.
I was just going to say that, man. You look back at the years and all the great players the Spurs have had: Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. None big media guys, none that were on the front of the newspapers.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. Just good, hard-playing basketball players. Yeah. They play for a great coach. They remain low-key, and it seems like every year they find their way fighting for a playoff seed or in the playoffs, and they play good, hard basketball. It's just not a team you want to play down the road close to playoff time. Looks like they could pull out a win every night.
Alpha. Relax on the Spurs, love. We got to chill. Big game tonight. We got to chill.
Yeah. Do you think I'm taking the Knicks tonight? Absolutely not.
All right, boys. Let's do one more recap, and then we'll jump right into the breakdown. Let's do the Clippers versus the Trailblazers. Alpha had the Clippers.
Yep.
He took the Blazers, but unfortunately, CJ was ruled out, right?
Yes, he was. He didn't go.
Yeah, so CJ did not play for us, and the Clippers got it done late. But it was a close game. But the Clippers just ended up finishing it. Alpha, what did you think about that game?
I thought the Clippers played a great game offensively and defensively. Marcus Morris put up 17 points. Mm-hmm. Reggie Jackson had 16. Paul George had 21. And you know who I'm going to say next. Lukey Kennard shooting 5 of 11, 50% from 3, put up another 15 points in another start. The team moves the ball well with him in the lineup right now, and they're getting wins done. They pulled off the upset underdog on Friday over the Lakers. They pulled another one out last night. This team is playing good basketball, and they're in form. You guys know how I feel about teams in form that are winning right now. They're getting the job done, and it was a good performance. What did you see out of this one, Hefe, besides the Clippers winning?
I agree. I'm impressed with Brandon Boston Jr. Coming off the bench for the Clippers. The young rookie, they got 13 points yesterday, 5 of 11 shooting, 3 of 6 from three-point range. He's getting more and more minutes with the team. This is a really, really young kid. I think he might be 18 or 19 maximum years old. This is a guy that the Clippers, they drafted. I think, did he go to Kentucky? I'm not 100% sure where he went last year. Was it Kentucky? It possibly was. But this is a guy who has a 5-star recruit at a high school, a lot of talent, and is slowly getting minutes in this rotation, 20 minutes last night. And with Kawhi Leonard not in, they need another shooter. And this guy could be a big ancillary piece for the Clippers as the season goes on. Moving on to the Blazers. Thank you. Moving on to the Blazers. Listen, when CJ got ruled out late, which I did not see coming, listen, what am I going to say about it? Dennis Smith Jr. played 39 minutes last night. Of course, the Blazers lost. Only good thing I'm going to say, Nurkic had a great game. Norm Powell had his best game of the year, and Robert Covington just showed up to the arena and decided to run around
he did the laps thing.
He just did the laps thing. A solid 1 of 8 from the field. 30 minutes played. Really nice.
One quick comment about Brandon Boston. Great point. He was the 51st pick of the draft this year, guys. He's a ladder pick of the second round to find talent that you can play and get game minutes out of and big minutes out of from a guy late in the second round. Shows you how good the GM and the coaching are in the Clippers organization right now. It's a great find for that team.
Hey, those players are in the G League right now. Those second round picks,
exactly.
They're in the G League, and this guy was in the G League, and he already made it out and onto the roster. I mean, he played 20 minutes last night. That's
two-way basketball.
Yeah,
two-way basketball.
Great find by the Clippers. Very impressed.
All right, boys. We hit the 15-minute mark now, so let's jump right into today's breakdown. We got a short slate. But real quick before we get started, quick shout out to Pure Wage once again for sponsoring this show. If you guys haven't already, give him a follow on Twitter. He is the best in the business. But let's jump right into our first game of the day. The Nets versus the Mavs. Line sitting at currently 1.5 for the Nets. It's dropping since Luka got ruled that he's playing. Hefe, we talked about this game earlier, but I'm gonna let you break this one down for us first.
Guys, this line is interesting to me. Take everything away, forget about what you just saw, and just take a step back. The Nets are better than the Mavericks on any given night. I don't care if it's in Dallas, Brooklyn, Miami, wherever they could play this game, the Nets are better. You got them 1.5 here. You got a Nets team that's kind of finally getting their stuff together. You got a Mavericks team that I feel like all season we're just going to be up and down, up and down, up and down. But, man, this is a great battle between two amazing players in Luka Doncic and Kevin Durant. And, guys, I don't know what's drawing me, but I think I'm going to back the Mavericks tonight at home. I really, really do. I think Luka has a Luka game tonight. I think it's a close game, and I'll take the +1.5 with the Mavericks, but I can see them winning it outright. Not surprised if the Nets win. This will not be one of my best bets, but I'm leaning towards the Mavericks in this one. Alpha, give me your analysis.
I'm on the other side, my friend. The game is in Dallas, and Dallas is 3-8 against the spread as the home team this year. They've not been getting it done at home. You guys know how I feel about teams in form, and I think this Nets team's going to come out hungry. Jason Kidd just called out Luka Doncic, so I'm a little hesitant. I know that's not, a huge factor, but guys like Luka have a chip on their shoulder already. I think he's going to take that hard. I think he's going to, attack the paint tonight, play a hard game. So it's a tough play, but I'm definitely taking the Nets money line. It's going to be one of my best bets of the night. Limited slate, not going too big on any games, but give me the Nets. Give me them at the money line tonight. Slam, do you have any action on this one?
No action for me, but I'm with you there, Alpha. The Mavs haven't really played well at home at all. They really haven't proved much. The Nets have been playing pretty well. Now they're on the road here. I know this line has dropped a little bit, but I still like the Nets on the road to get it done here, man. I think
as do I.
Too much pressure on Luka right now, and the Mavs just overall they're an average team, so
they are.
That second unit is just the weakness of the Nets this whole year has been scoring on the second unit. They have Patty Mills who's been getting it done. So but the same side on the Dallas side, their second unit has been just as abysmal on the offensive side. So the weakness of the Nets is neutralized here by the weakness of the Mavs. I think matchup-wise, the Nets definitely have the advantage. Right. Dallas has one superstar plus KP, who's a mid-tier player. You have two superstars on the other side, and they've been playing better basketball. Give me the Nets at the money line.
All right, boys. Let's jump right into the next one. I know you boys want to talk about this game.
I don't want to talk about this game.
You want to, man. Knicks versus the Spurs. Line's pretty much it's -1.
Same
Knicks.
thing as the other game.
Yeah.
So Spurs coming off a back-to-back here. Been playing great, covering games. The Knicks, not so much, but now they're on the road as a favorite here. Alpha, we'll take it over to you, man. What do you think about the Knicks here?
Man,
backing them?
No, I'm most certainly not. Earlier in the season, guys, underplays were great plays on Knicks games because they played great defense and they did struggle offensively, but they kept it close and they battled with that defense. As of recently, they're getting blown out early in the game. So the Knicks are not playing any defense and they're not playing any offense right now. And the Spurs coming off a back-to-back is always a difficult play. So with this one, guys, it's going to be a layoff for me. I lean the Spurs. I lean the under as well, but I'm not going to be taking either in this one. I just have to see more from this Knicks team. They haven't played a complete game all year. We talk about this, it feels like every single time with the Knicks. You saw it in their last game against Chicago as well. They played an absolutely amazing second half. But what the hell happened in the first half to put them down by 30? So, I mean, very frustrating team. They can't seem to get it together for a complete 60-minute game or a 48-minute game. So for that, guys, I can't do it.
Yeah, this is a tough game. The Knicks are cold, losers of 3 in a row, 4 to the last 5, and the Spurs are hot, winners of 4 to the last 5, and they've covered the spread in 5 games in a row. This team is coached impeccably well, as we spoke about earlier in the show. And the Knicks, I mean, even though we have the reigning coach of the year, it's just not echoing through the team right now, at least not onto the floor. I think the Knicks have a big issue to figure out in terms of where are they going to get that offensive production that they lost with Kemba, not on the court anymore. We know he's out of the rotation because defensively speaking, he had one of the worst plus minuses in the league, but he was at least scoring. We don't have another guy who can make those threes and drive and get those and one layups. This game is a stay away. You tell me Knicks win, I'm like, I could see it. You tell me Spurs win, of course I agree. See it. So in my opinion, guys, this is literally the definition of a coin flip, and I don't gamble on coin flips. So
you got to lean.
Of course I got to lean. Knicks money line is my lean for everything. No. That is not an official play. That is my lean.
Okay. See, another issue that you kind of bring up with the Knicks and with the scoring is Julius Randle's averaging 9 points per game, less than he did last year. That's a huge loss of points when you're projecting your total points per game, and they're not getting it done. They're not getting the points. So, like we said, until we see some more scoring, better offense from this team, or at least some better defense again, you can't play the Knicks or against the Knicks because you don't know what you're getting.
Agreed.
Yeah, man, I'm with you guys there. Spurs on a back-to-back here, so I'm kind of on the fence about it. But
guys, we have a comment. We have a comment in the chat. Sorry to cut you off. Does anybody like the Nets first quarter from Nathan Cantor? I like the full game. I'm not a first quarter better in the NBA. I feel that all betting by quarter is more of a coin flip. I rather bet either a first half or a full game, so you get more of a time frame to bet it in, so they can get it corrected if they start slow or blah 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 like that. So first quarters are not something I normally play. Either of you like the first quarter in that one?
I actually don't like Nets first quarter. They are not a great starting out team.
Agreed.
And with the Mavericks having the upper hand being at home, and with Luka Doncic having Jason Kidd ripping him apart fresh on his mind, I could see the Mavericks going, full force really early in that game. And I would not take the Nets first quarter. Slam.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with Hefe there, man. The Nets aren't a good first half team. I expect the Mavs to come out pretty hot, making their shots, and then getting cold the second half, and the Nets win the game. So I would stay away from first half there. I do lean the Nets money line, and I like them to cover as well, full game.
Awesome.
But all right, boys, let's jump right into the last game. I actually like this game a lot here.
Yeah. Okay.
Celtics versus the Lakers, line sitting at +4. I think it opened at 2.5, and now it's bumped all the way to 4. I think the value's there for the Celtics, man. They're a great road team. The Lakers are just up and down, man.
I sense something, boys. I sense something. I sense that big C word. Big C word, the big collaborating.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is the Celtics, though. I'm on the Celtics as well, guys. +4. Yes. Fading the Lakers has been the most profitable system in the NBA this year. You don't have to cap. Just fade the freaking Lakers every game because they let you down every game. But that's not the reason in this one, guys. The Celtics have been playing better basketball, and they're more well-rounded than this Lakers team. The Lakers have been awful as of late. And give me the Celtics. I'm definitely on them with the points here. Hefe, are you finally, for the love of God, not taking the Lakers in a game?
Guys, let me tell you something. I had a side, and I was like, do I really want to do this? And then I saw Jason Jaylen Brown was ruled out. And the moment I saw that, I realized.
Boom, boom, boom.
The Celtics play so much better when Jaylen Brown is not in the lineup. It makes no sense. And if you don't believe me, literally look up the record without Jaylen Brown in the lineup. Jason Tatum plays better. Their entire record is better. Guys, Celtics +4, my favorite play of the night by far, and Twitter world will see the OTB collab on this.
Let's go. Guys, we have another comment in the chat here. I'll let Slam take this. This is a Slam question. We have it from Big Smith 26. Would we take the Spurs in an NBA teaser? Yes or no?
Bro, why is this a Slam question, bro? No,
because
do not ever
hate teasers.
Don't ever take teasers in basketball.
In NBA, never, ever.
Yeah.
Statistically, they do not pay. Statistically, you're going to lose way more money doing teasers over the long run. So in the NBA, the NFL, there's more room to work with the full six, but I definitely would not recommend doing any teasers in the NBA because if the Knicks win tonight, they're probably winning by 10-11. Spurs could win by 10-11. I don't think it's going to be a close game. One team, all Knicks games lately have been one-sided. One team wins by a large margin. So I don't believe that teaser is going to be beneficial.
Teasers in the NBA, and maybe why you're thinking in your head, you're saying, well, teasers in the NFL sometimes work. Well, here's the difference. Teasers in the NBA are worth about 4 points on average. And the difference between getting those 4 points and the reduction of juice that you're paying, meaning the less dollars that you will need to put up to win in the back end, it doesn't equate to the power of the NFL getting 6.5, 7 points on a teaser. 4 points in the NBA, in some instances, is shit. It's one shot. It's a 4-point play, right? In most instances, it's 2 possessions that can happen at the end of a game in a split second. How many times has somebody been backdoored? It's not worth the reduction in juice for the 4 points in a teaser in the NBA, and that goes for college basketball too. In the sport of basketball, teasers they're not the way of the world, especially not on an over-under and not on a spread either, in my opinion.
No, you're right. Statistically, you're absolutely correct. But guys, we only have 4 minutes left. Today's episode's absolutely flown. We've had some awesome comments. We got to get y'all our best bets. All right, guys, I'll kick us off with the Wade to LeBron. Guys, my 2 plays tonight are going to be the Nets money line and the OTB collab Celtics +4. Hefe, what you got?
Mavericks +1.5, Celtics +4.
Yo, can we make it a cluck play or what?
No.
I mean, y'all don't want to do that because both of you have clucked on this show beautifully. I might add, you're both beautiful cluckers. But this guy doesn't lose the cluck bet. It doesn't happen.
I lose. When it clucks, I lose. No cluck.
Yesterday you had me though. So we got through it.
All right, boys. I like the Celtics +4 here. I mean, sprinkle a little bit on the money line. Because this Lakers team has been awful as of late, and this Celtics team has been playing well on the road here, and no Brown, so they play better without Brown. So no worries there. Look out for the collab. We'll be posting it later, guys. And so that's it for our short slate today, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, special thank you to Pure Wage for sponsoring this show. If you guys haven't already, give him a follow. And that's about it, boys.
Wait, guys. We have a last second play added by BBB in the chat. Of course, it's a first quarter bet, like we just talked about the coin flips. But BBB is saying Spurs first quarter money line. We all hope he gets killed. Let's go Knicks. But BBB, our Friday guest, is giving y'all an extra lock today. So shout out BBB in the comments, and thanks all you guys for commenting today. Made the show awesome. So we appreciate that.
And to that last comment we just got, Celtics money line and over. We are on Celtics +4 as one of our best bets. And Slam echoes honestly what I say in sprinkle a little bit on the money line if you're feeling a little dangerous tonight. But in terms of over under, we don't have a play on that. I don't know if Alpha, you have any comment on the over under for Celtics Lakers.
I do not. College basketball ad bet St. Louis, Slew Billikens, best team ever. Let's go St. Louis. Thank you, guys.
All right, boys. Thank you. See you tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern.
See you tomorrow, everybody.
Peace.
Jason.